This is my new Model 3 Performance, and in this video, I'll be talking about my current living situation and why I might consider selling it in 2025. Also, I'll give you some forward-looking thoughts and updates around the channel for 2025 as well. If you're new here, welcome. My name's John with Blackbird Productions, and I create casual car reviews with a cinematic touch. You can view my latest and also my first full review in a card above this video. I also create videos similar to this every week, but this is more or less just an update video. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, let me know by dropping a like below and subscribing to the channel. I definitely would appreciate it. So first, I'll talk about my thoughts about 2024 going into 2025. And I have my notes on the side here, so you might see me just periodically peer over to the side on the camera. So that's why. Anyway, if you're watching this during New Year, which it is New Year that I'm filming this, Happy New Year to you. I hope your year was better than mine, honestly. It's honestly been, it hasn't been the worst year ever, but it's definitely been a long year. And I really hope 2025 has a lot more to offer. But I wrote in my notes here that 2025 feels like it will be a year of renewal, meaning that at least in my life, maybe some other folks out there have some of the same things going on, but I feel like, you know, after getting laid off from my job twice now in my professional career, I feel like it's going to be a year of renewal where I'll have, like, you know, a renewed confidence, a renewed outlook on just my life in general, which again, I'll talk about throughout this video. And 2024 honestly feels like a year of transition and discovery, not only with just the channel, but also with my life in general. But if you've been following the channel since its revival back in June, you might already have some insight into just my journey for this year so far. But for those who don't know, here's the short version. I was laid off for the second time in my professional career back in June when I restarted the channel. And I've been job hunting ever since. And because of that, I had to make some sacrifices to maintain my current living situation, which included selling a majority of my assets. So that includes just a variety of things. I'm not really going to go into it in this video, but essentially I had to sell a lot of different things to just come up with some money really quickly, just to live off of. I also had to place any plans I had previously on hold. One of those plans actually included buying a house, well, another house. I actually sold my house during the pandemic. Right now I'm actually renting, and while it's nice to have just a roof above my head in general, because I know a lot of people, they may not be fortunate enough to have, like, you know, their own space. I know a lot of people my age, especially because I'm in my 20s, believe it or not, like, you see all this gray hair and stuff. I promise I'm in my 20s. But a lot of people my age, they're not very fortunate enough to be in the type of position that I'm in, just with an apartment, not having a job, and also having just like a savings account that can just sustain you, which I'll go into a little bit more. In fact, a lot of people my age are still living in their parents' homes, which isn't like the worst thing ever. In fact, I would prefer that over just, like, you know, spending thousands of dollars in rent every month. But anyway, although my savings is relatively healthy due in part to the adjustments in my financial situation, it isn't sustainable to live like this. And I'll give you two reasons why. The first one is eventually I'll run out of savings. And quite honestly, I don't think I can live like this, at least for another year. I think I could stretch my savings out for maybe a year, but after that, I'll have to come up with something else to do. The second thing is, although, like I said, I have a pretty healthy savings, I'm essentially borrowing from my future self. So like I said before, any future plans like buying a house, maybe buying like another bike or car, or investing that money or something like that, all of those plans have been put on hold. And right now I'm effectively just borrowing from myself. I'm taking away from my future self. And obviously that isn't ideal. But honestly, the bottom line is I want to keep my Model 3 Performance. I think it's a really nice car, and I just don't want to be put in a position where I have to sell this car to make some quick cash to live off of. That's probably the least common denominator in terms of options that I'm thinking of right now. But if I were forced to sell it, then obviously I have to do what I have to do to live, essentially. So anyway, switching gears, and I'm gonna be going through this video just sort of like in bullet points, just because I have my notes just off the side here, just in bullet points. So if it's like very abrupt and I'm just shifting gears, that's why. But anyway, when I revived the Blackbird channel back in June, I had no idea how vibrant and engaging the EV community would be on YouTube. And so far, I feel like my Tesla content is doing pretty well. And while it's tempting to lean more heavily into that niche, I've decided to focus on appealing to a broader audience for 2025 to help the channel grow. So what does that look like? Obviously less Tesla videos, but when I create Tesla content, I'd like it to be more exciting rather than the usual talking head videos. So examples would be like maybe track days, maybe, you know, having the Tesla go up against like a Porsche GT3, something exciting and engaging that I think would bring in a more broader audience to the channel. The second thing is more car reviews. Originally, I planned a new car review every week, but to maintain the quality of the car reviews, I'll have to dial that back. So perhaps 2 reviews as opposed to my current schedule of 1 car review per month. And then from there, maybe I can increase the upload frequency as the new review format is improved upon. Which, the new review format, speaking of, I actually use that for my 6-month ownership review. You can view that in a card above here. But so far, that video is doing very well. And for all the new subscribers out there and new viewers that are checking out the channel that might be looking at this video, definitely check out that video. I think it's performing very, very well, and it's being very well received, which tells me that I should do more of that kind of content. Also, I'm leaning towards the 2 reviews being a little bit different from each other. So just think 2 reviews per month. I'll have a review similar to the 6-month review that I did for my Tesla, and then I'll have a showcase review, sort of like a smaller review format, shorter video, but more emphasis on the visuals. So I still like that format, and it seems like you guys do as well. So I want to continue doing that while also doing the more full length reviews, which also include like more hands-on POV driving, just unfiltered thoughts about the car and stuff like that. I think that's really important. And personally, I also like it as well because I feel like I come off like a little bit more natural on camera when I'm doing that type of content. Just talking to the camera and just having just my thoughts just spew out. And that leads me to my next point. I also would like to lean into more casual commentary style videos talking about car related topics that I find equally interesting and also interesting for you guys as well. So an example of this is just think about the Jaguar Type 0 video I did. That one, it actually started out really, really slow, but then I guess YouTube just like switched on and found an audience for it, and sure enough, it actually, you know, started to blow up a little bit. So if you're from that video and you're subscribed to the channel, thank you for checking that out. I've also planned to increase the number of uploads to the channel as well. I was thinking switching it from 2 uploads a week to 3. And while this might not seem like a big deal to some, it's a significant adjustment for me as someone on the spectrum. I'm particularly sensitive to changes and adapting to a new routine, and this change will require careful effort to avoid burnout, or in some cases, the potential of having a shutdown. That said, I'm excited to take on the challenge and keep delivering great content to you guys. So, on to my next big point, and this is going to be around the overall direction of the channel. My ultimate goal for the Blackbird channel is to make it synonymous with exceptional car reviews. And what I believe sets this channel apart from others is the detailed cinematic experience that I try to convey across on the camera, which is also just a reflection of my passion and dedication when it comes to making quality content. I honestly like to think that cars on this channel are the star as opposed to just me, the creator. You'll obviously see me on camera, but I like to make the cars the main focus around my videos. And I try to achieve this by incorporating unique music and a touch of drama that also propels each car into something truly special and memorable. And that is ultimately the goal for the Blackbird channel. Next thing is around sponsorships and affiliate products. And earlier on when I revived the channel, I was taking pretty much every product just because I had a brand new car, didn't want to spend the money to just get like accessories and stuff like that. And I've just gotten like a barrage of different companies reaching out to me with their accessories. So what they do is they just like send me an accessory in exchange for a review, or like maybe like a 30-second spiff in a video. But you probably may have noticed that I've dialed back on that. And honestly, I'm not really accepting any more sponsorships even, or affiliate products, just because I think it's important that first I build your trust as the audience, and I also focus on growing the channel and creating quality content. I don't want any brands or anyone trying to interrupt that flow, at least not now. Honestly, I feel like there is a time and place when it comes to just sponsorships and affiliate products, but right now I'd rather focus on growing the channel and delivering quality content. So you could say as of maybe like 3 months ago or so, I stopped accepting offers. And quite honestly, I received so many, I just stopped responding to all of them. And while that might be unprofessional, I've just been receiving so many, and some of them are actually scams. So I just honestly don't really want to dedicate the time to sift through all those emails. But I'll say when I'm ready, and this might be, you know, to any sponsors or affiliates out there, when I'm ready, then I'll start responding to some of those inquiries. So switching gears again, what am I working on now? Well, we just hit 2,000 subscribers, so that is a huge milestone. Definitely appreciate that. And I'm actually working on a special video dedicated just for you, the audience. And I think that video is going to be one of the most bizarre types of content that I've ever created. And I've created a lot of different things. I actually consider myself more of a generalist when it comes to anything in general. I know about servers, I know about graphic design, marketing. I pretty much have a plethora of different things that I know. And by far, this piece of content is probably one of the most bizarre that you'll ever see on this channel. So definitely make sure you're subscribed for that. So this is going to be the first video for this week. And obviously I haven't edited it yet because I'm still filming it, but the second video is already filmed and I'm actually in the process of editing it now. I'd say maybe it's about 60% complete. I still have to go through some of the footage, but I feel like it's a pretty exciting video, especially for those who are interested in seeing POV footage. And although this format is still new to me and the video isn't perfect, I am satisfied with how it came out and I think you guys will enjoy it. I hope to put that video out maybe sometime this weekend or maybe Friday. So we'll see. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Lots of updates, lots of exciting stuff going on. But like I said, it's been a very long year, 2024, very long year. I really hope 2025 has a lot more to offer in terms of just like life things. Maybe the channel might blow up in 2025. We might get to 5 million subscribers and I could probably just retire and just make videos for the rest of my life. But I wouldn't mind that reality, honestly. But ultimately, it's down to the audience, you guys, in terms of how you value my content. Like I said, I try to put out the most quality content I can, and I'm genuinely passionate about the content that I put out. It's definitely not slop. At least I think it's not. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely leave a like. And also consider subscribing. I'd love to have you as part of this journey. Thank you in advance. This has been John with Blackbird Productions, and I'll see you in 2025. Happy New Year, and take care.